Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Watson in at the 3. And for the Rockets, they've got Tari Eason. Amen Thompson out there with Jalen Green. Then it's Dylan Brooks. And it's Şengün in at the 5 down low. Well, it's fair to say we can expect a bruising battle between these two, Grant.
Yeah, these are two teams that dare you to bring the ball at them. They both feast on the defensive side. So don't expect any scoring records broken in this one. Good decision-making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Green finds Eason. And down it goes. 2 points.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka for a minute. I asked Coach what the plan is for slowing down Jamal Murray. They said, honestly, it comes down to team defense. You need to be aware of where Jamal is at all times. He can light you up, but Murray also can dish it, so we have to be smart guarding him. Always a difficult task defending the talented Canadian Jamal Murray. Guys?
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Brown. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Jokic, and the layup is good. Jokic has got his second basket on the night.
And Jokic has a number of moves to choose from, especially deep inside.
And coach, a 3-time league MVP, Nikola Jokic joining Moses Malone, Larry Bird, and Magic Johnson. What a list.
Yeah, that's not a bad list at all, Brian. But what stands out beyond Jokic's skill set is the consistency that he produces with every night.
And everybody around him instantly gets better when they play with Jokic.
They love playing.
And the call will be against Alperen Şengün. That's his first foul of the game. Oh, Brooks with the steal. The finish! And the finish on the break with the slam.
A rugged defender and terror in transition. Brooks is more than happy to do it all himself.
Here's Brown. Green covering. Jokic with a screen on Green. With the drive.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And it's hammered home by Green.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, he is a creative, explosive finisher at the rim. Green loves putting on a show.
Here's Brown. Green covering. Jokic with a screen on Green. 6 to shoot. Jokic passes to Brown. The Nuggets need to get one up. Unloads. Jokic, no good. The Rockets have gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Here's Thompson. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
Here's Brown. Green covering. Here's Brown. Jokic with a screen on Green. Pass to Jokic. Here's Brown from deep. Brooks with the rebound. But Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
So it's Denver now. After the basket by Houston, Murray with it. And it's Şengün picking him up. And Jamal Murray picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Outside, Green connects from downtown. Green's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Yeah, and Green has tons of confidence in his three-point shot, and it was on display right there as he knocked it down.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Rockets.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
Into the lane. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
Talk about using that speed. Green to the rim with ease.
Out to Gordon, beyond the arc. Sinks it from distance.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Jokic on the double team. Green, the pass to Şengün. Now here's Green. He's got 9. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And it's like Green doesn't have an off switch. He's consistent at attacking defenses and drawing whistles.
And both free throws good for Green. Nuggets trail by 6. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Brown. Green covering. Brown passes to Jokic. Now here's Murray. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And here we go. The Rockets in transition. And he double clutches and throws it down.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. And so it's Houston finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Getting locked. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out at you stat-wise?
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
On the floor for Denver, getting going in the second. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Watson in at the 3 slot.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Pass to Şengün. Outside Eason. And here's Brooks. Eason, a screen on Murray. 5 on the clock. Here's Brooks. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
A throwback wing. Dillon Brooks is very comfortable working down low.
Here's Brown. Green covering. Screen by Gordon. Gordon on the wing. Pass to Jokic. To the paint. Oh, what a slam from the big man, Jokic.
Yeah, dunking it with authority inside. This is why Jokic guys look to feed him down there.
Well, Coach, there's an interesting story about Watson's draft experience.
Yeah, the story is, Brian, that the Nuggets were willing to trade to move up to get him. That's how much they thought of him. They weren't able to do that, but they were able to get him with the final pick of the first round anyway.
Just goes to show you how important scouting is.
And luck.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And so he hits the technical free throw. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Here's Şengün. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them. Slow reaction from the D, and it cost them 3.
Outside, Green. Oh, Green wanted those 2.
I love it. What concentration. Green taking the contact well and converting with confidence.
Pass to Gordon. The 3. Eason pulls it in.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Thompson, and that one's good. And Green with the assist. And now a 5-point Houston lead.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
ABA, well, the Rockets got a lot more organized with Coach Ime Udoka and their veteran additions, including point guard Fred VanVleet, who said it's just having that poise and presence to slow things down and get guys where they need to be. Rein it in, get some structure, and maximize these guys' potential. BA?
Allie, a great floor general. Thanks for that. Whitmore's checked in for Green.
In the first half, 2 minutes.
Brooks against Murray. Brooks outside. Houston gets it back. It's Şengün, high post. Outside for Brooks. Şengün, a screen on Murray. Brooks, the pass to Şengün. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. It's going to be on Jamal Murray, and this is his first trip to the line tonight. Stan, we know Jokic is one of the best passers this game has ever seen at any position, but his teammates will dish it as well.
Yeah, the Nuggets, by and large, are very unselfish. It's part of their culture. They only bring in guys who are willing to sacrifice for the team's sake.
Whitman goes in, and the layup is good off the glass.
Yes, slashing toward the hoop. Whitmore not hesitating when he sees an opportunity.
Brown's shot is good. Brown's got 8.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Whitmore outside. Buries it from 3.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Murray passes to Gordon. Murray with it. Stolen by Thompson. Stolen by Jokic. Gordon outside. Pass to Brown. Screen by Gordon. Here's Brown. Whitmore defending. Thompson with a steal. And here we go. The Rockets in transition. Oh, they get a hand on it. All by himself. Murray's shot is good. Murray's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And once the break is on, Murray gets involved, putting himself in the right position to score.
Brooks outside. Back to Whitmore. Pass to Brooks. Unable to get that one. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's Houston up by 5. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Nice game. Great performance by Jalen Green.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Shepard is out there with Cam Whitmore. Then it's Jabari Smith. Then there's Jeff Green. And it's Landale in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Westbrook drives. Najee passes to Westbrook. Back to Najee. Westbrook left side. Shot clock at 6. Up and in on the layup. Westbrook's gotten his first bucket of the night.
That's the area of the floor where Westbrook's efficiency scoring the ball is fantastic.
Here's Shepard, pounded by Westbrook. On the wing, Whitmore. Driving inside. Boom! He jams it straight down.
An impressive athlete. This rookie Whitmore loves getting inside and hammering it home.
Najee set to screen. and makes it with the kiss.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Smith outside. Launches it. It's rebounded by Najee. Nuggets trail by 5. Will stand in the highly competitive West. The Denver Nuggets continue to distinguish themselves.
Well, Brian, they are unquestionably a top team in their conference, and they're proof that smart front office decisions and patience really pays off in the long run.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Outside Porter. Saric outside. Off target with the 3. Houston leading by 5. Here's Whitmore outside. Gets the 3 ball to go. Whitmore's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Yeah, Shepherd has a knack of getting his teammates open looks.
And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Smith against Saric. A nice shot by Smith. And now a 10-point Houston lead.
And it looks like Smith is already getting stronger. He's looking to add some muscle, and that finish through contact is a great sign.
Pass to Westbrook. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or 2. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
A minute 58 left in the third. Here's Shepherd. Outside Whitmore. Jacks up a 3. Denver grabs the miss. Here's Strawther. No points yet. On the wing, Porter. Covered by Smith. Porter in the post. He's against Smith. Porter gets the bucket.
Smart play there by Porter. Working his way inside to find a reliable, close-range look.
Smith with a screen on Westbrook. Smith outside. Pass to Landale. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A. It's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
Westbrook taking his time here. And finished off by Westbrook.
Oh, wait. Big finish. Big time. And, man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
And that one's good. Whitmore.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
Pass to Najee from the arc. Knocks down the triple. Najee's got 5 points in the quarter.
A defensive breakdown. Can't afford to leave him open from range.
Here's Shepherd. Smith with a screen on Westbrook. Smith outside. Let's go with a 3. Knocks down the long J. Smith's got 5.
And he likes to be the answer guy. Smith with a huge response 3.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Doesn't go for him. Here's Shepherd. No points so far. Back to Smith. Over Westbrook. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Well, it's been an exciting game. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. Despite the lead, Coach was stern with the guys, mentioning to the team, do not let up. I've seen some big comebacks in this league, and this is not over. An interesting message. BA?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. On the court right now for the Nuggets. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Watson in at the small forward. And here is Green. Stan, you coached so many rookies over the years. What are some key things you like to see from a player coming into the league?
Well, look, you've got to have a guy, Brian, that's ready to compete at that level and has to bring that every night. From there, it's just all about learning. There's going to be mistakes, but you want guys who can learn and improve at a consistent rate.
Is it true that defense is the fastest way into the coach's heart?
Well, it's certainly a way to gain confidence, that's for sure.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Here's Brown, Green covering, Jokic the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Brown, pass to Jokic. Now Gordon, there's the 3. It's rebounded by Şengün.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. And the Rockets lead by 17.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And there's the call on Jalen Green. That's his 3rd foul so far.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Nuggets trail by 15. Here's Brown. Pass to Jokic. Jokic slashes his way inside.
Decent reach and solid instincts, allowing Thompson to get a hand on it.
To the wing on the left. Here's Şengün. The 3-pointer off the mark.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
And here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Jokic against Green. Şengün. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
And that's just an all-around talent there. I mean, Green is dependable at finding his open teammates.
Here's Brown. Jokic the screen. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pep.
Here's Green. Oh, okay!
Oh, my gosh.
And right now, Green's got the hot hand, and it would be wise to keep going to him.
Here's Brown. Jokic with a screen on Green. Pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Brooks against Murray. Outside for Green. Şengün, a screen on Murray. Now here's Şengün. And it's hammered home by Green.
It looks Looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Rockets.
I was really impressed with their attitude today, Graham. Competitive game, they battled through every step of the way.
And B.A., can you say big-time effort and energy? I mean, just a tremendous performance. They were well deserving of this win.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Jalen Green.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
Personal foul. First team foul.
36 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Brown. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Şengün. The first free throw is good.
Team foul. Shooting for Denver. Ball. 2.
And he can't hit the second. The Rockets on offense. Here's Green.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
So it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm a medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the kiss. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat
action on two. UK Sport. Now Golden State's starting five. Curry is out there with Moses Moody. And it's Green. And there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Post in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Rockets, Alperen Şengün out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Amen Thompson. Then it's Green, and it's Brooks in at the small forward position. Şengün, and the rebound goes to the Warriors.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
And Jimmy Butler put together, Brent, one of the all-time playoff runs, leading the Heat to the finals in 2023.
Yeah, you don't want to live in or dwell on the past, but man, Miami being the 8th seed that year, Kevin. And with Jimmy putting up 38 a game in that first round against the Bucks, guy earned the MVP of the Eastern Conference Finals. What a run.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. The Rockets making the shot. Back to Curry. Pass to Moody. Shot clock at 3. And Thompson sends it back. Green taking his time here. To the middle. At the top of the key, Brooks. From downtown. Houston gets it back. Outside, Green. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Green's got 5.
And what you just love about Green, a guard who works with or without the ball, can break you down in so many ways.
Butler attacking and slam dunk by Butler.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
To the inside, Brooks, and the powerful one-handed slam.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
Driving inside, and the shot goes in.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Thompson against Curry. They set the pick. From outside, off the mark. Rockets leading by 4. Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Ime Udoka.
He talked about the respect he has for Jimmy Butler and everything that Jimmy Buckets brings to the table. He told me Butler's special. He impacts the game with the ball, without the ball, and with his defense. But he said as much of a challenge as Butler presents, he'll be ready. Guys.
Thanks so much, David. Count the basket. Butler's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That is a tough 2 right there from Butler. Really his calling card. Rugged play and 100% effort.
A deep 3 from Green. The rebound by Post.
And that was a little bit of a range check.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there. That's unfortunate.
Here's Curry, following the score by Houston. From deep three-point land, the long-distance three is buried. Curry's got 5.
It doesn't matter. I mean, once Steph Curry crosses half court, you're in trouble.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
And Thompson throws it down.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Butler against Şengün. Back to Butler. Pass to Moody. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 4 rebounds in this game. Offensive rebound. They kick it out to Green. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Green. 5 points in the game. Here's Brooks. Pass to Thompson. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Şengün with a screen on Butler. There's Green with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Post has got 4 rebounds now tonight. 3-pointer, Brooks. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Houston on top, up by 5. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a numbers standpoint?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
We've got Green. Tari Eason is out there with Alperen Şengün. Then there's Amen Thompson. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. You know, it used to be teams hoarded their cap space to make a big splash in free agency. But, Brent, why is that less common now?
Well, really, the mechanisms for you to retain and maintain your star power has gotten easier for teams as they have gone out for big extensions to make sure that their star is shining brightest.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 7-point differential. Good D by Thompson. Outside, Green. Brooks with no one around. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Brooks has got 9.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Outside, Curry. Wow, magical moves inside from Steph Curry.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Green, the pass to Brooks. Count it. Brooks has got the lead up to 10 now for the Rockets.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
And Stephen Curry with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, "I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun." You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A. Outside Butler. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Eason.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Moody's shot is off.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Warriors trail by 12. Brent, when I think of those title teams of the Golden State Warriors, clearly you think of the Currys and Thompson, and maybe at the top of that list, the importance of Draymond Green.
Well, there's no doubt, Kevin, that the lean on for Golden State defensively and to be as good as they were on that end of the floor falls on the shoulders, and the very capable ones, of Draymond Green. I mean, he took on all challengers and elevated the confidence of players like Steph and Clay. So Draymond's defense, elite and leading to titles.
Here's Thompson. The rebound by Post. The Warriors have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. The three. It's rebounded by Şengün. Rockets leading by 12. Brooks outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Back to Green. Inside. Brooks, the pass to Şengün. And there's the foul. Will go on Moses Moody. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
1:52 left in the second quarter. On the wing, Green, defended by Butler. Here's Eason. Another miss by Houston. Warriors trail by 12. Outside, Green. And the Warriors miss again. Rockets have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Houston.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
They've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
And it's Green with the jam.
And once he gets going, Green is a load to stop. Long, athletic, with a terrific handle.
Curry kicks to Green. Back to Curry. Off with the layup. Rockets leading by 13. The three. And it's Brooks. That time on the assist by Green. Green's got his 8th assist here tonight. Butler with the ball. Now Green defending. Now here's Moody. Defense right on him. Curry outside. Another three for Golden State.
And you got the feeling that was coming. Curry loves coming back with a three of his own.
Green finds Brooks. Back to Green. Out to Brooks. Launches it. And another three for Houston.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
Curry can't get it to go. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Rockets lead by 16. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
22. Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Run line. Here measuring up the shot.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Kuminga out there with Peyton. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. Then it's Trace Jackson Davis. And it's Heald in at the shooting guard position. This one for three. Shot by Pajemski, no good. Kuminga dishes to Heald. From outside the arc. And there's a foul. It'll go on Trace Jackson Davis. That's his first foul.
Personal foul.
Rockets leading by 16. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
The Warriors shooting 41% for the game. And a missed late. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Pass to Pajemski. Golden State moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Launches from deep. That shot is off. Houston's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. It's taken away by Payton. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. A pull-up. Jackson Davis. Great positioning on the putback.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, the buckets have been few and far between, and neither team able to get into any sort of offensive rhythm.
Out to Smith. Fires the three. Sinks the triple. Smith's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot. And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Buries the long-range jumper.
And every team wants long guys who can also make threes. Smith checks both boxes.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Whitmore finds Smith. Over Payton. Smith with a nice move. Smith's got 8 points in the quarter.
And you watch the footwork of Smith Jr. He's so sound with everything he does.
And for such a young player, Brandon Pajemski has a mature game.
Well, Kevin, his intellect out on the floor, I think, is at an elite level. Brandon does such a good job of hovering around the basket to get rebounds. He advances the ball with the pass. He's driving and always looking for angles. So this is an advantage-created player, and Brandon does a great job of that.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Fires the three. Bangs on the trifecta. Pajemski's got 5 points so far.
Well, Heald right there on the yield, waiting for someone to get open.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Rockets are making progress. Coach Ime Udoka said it doesn't happen overnight. Changing habits and things like that takes time. Guys learn and grow at a different pace. My thing is getting us all on the same page. We're not that far off. Kevin, they sure look like they're building in the right direction.
David, they are, and some good vets have helped as well. And we thank you for that report. And there's the whistle, illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Now Pajemski, 5 points in the game. 1:09 left to play in the third. Here's Jackson Davis. It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, is probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but you know they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
And finished off by Shepherd.
He is a really good athlete. Give Shepherd a launching pad, and he will not turn it down.
And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. 51 seconds left in the third. Pajemski with it. Misses from short range. Pass to Shepard. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those. There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Smith outside. Back to Whitmore. Now Smith. Pocket 6. No good from outside. No one near Peyton as he lets it. He made it! He gets it to go!
Wow! Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an incredible.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Rockets on top. They lead by 13. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. They've got Brooks, Alperin Şengün out there with Tari Eason. And it's Green and it's Thompson in at the 2 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
And he's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
And here is Moody. Shoots it up. Eason grabs the board. Green with the ball. Butler covering. And it's Brooks in the corner. Pass to Şengün. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Şengün's got his first 2 points of the night.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct. Just fanning the flame.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And Green slams it in.
And once Green gets inside, he has the body control to adjust to the defender there and finish.
Curry against Thompson. And the Warriors miss again. Houston leading by 20. Time to find Şengün. He gets it to him.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing. It's another just bad decision on a night full of those. The shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
And the wide open shot from Green. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Post has got 8 rebounds in this game. Butler in the corner. It's stolen by Eason. From deep, Brooks. And they'll get another chance. Goes back up. And the layup. Good by Şengün. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for Houston?
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially late on drives to the rim.
Thompson in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Houston moving the ball around. Curry is inside. Şengün's there. The kick outside to Butler. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, Jimmy Butler's 3 ball is just going to extend that defense, and now he's going to make plays inside.
In the game.
Brooks the pass to Green. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Green's got 19 points.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Houston now. They're on a 14-6 run. The rebound by Post. Post has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Rockets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jalen Green.
Serving up feeds all night long. He was the best teammate that they had on the floor.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
2 points, that one goes.
Well, because he's such a good scorer, people don't always talk about Jimmy Butler, the playmaker.
Brooks setting the pick for Green. Lets it go from deep. Warriors with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lobbed up there for Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
Golden State fall.
So we see Houston taking the W here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a
courts. The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Draymond Green is out there with Butler. Then it's Moody. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Post in at the 5, down low. And for the Nuggets, Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Watson in at the small forward position. We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
And Joker doesn't get up too often, but when he slams it down, it feels like he's trying to bring the basket with him.
Curry with it. Checked by Murray. Pass to Post. Outside, Green. From the wing, it's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Brown passes to Murray. Jokic with a screen on Curry. Uses the glass on the layup.
He's got a well-rounded game. Murray can score from just about anywhere. And the more points he gets inside, the more space he gets outside.
Here's Curry. Tipped. Here's Brown. On the wing, Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
How about the guard getting up? Jamal Murray flying to the rack.
And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Pajimski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
The shot's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Right side, Moody. Outside, Green. Curry looking it over. Drops in the 3. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
That's Curry's game. I mean, you can't give him a sliver of daylight out there.
Brown passes to Gordon. Kept alive. They kick it out to Murray. Pass to Jokic. Second chance effort. And the layup falls.
There's just no stopping Jokic on the inside.
Warriors trail by 5. Here's Curry. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Jokic with a screen on Curry. Pass to Jokic. Here's Brown. Clock is at 3. Gordon with a screen on Curry. And he's going for the lob! And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Now let's find out what head coach David Adelman had to say. Allie LaForce.
I asked him outright how he planned to deal with Steph Curry. How does anyone deal with him, Coach joked. He went on to say, we'll try to contest every shot and chase him off the arc, but emphasis on try. Not easy to solve a problem with no good solution, I guess, BA.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A. Because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
Man, was there a guy more fit to run that 2023 team than Murray?
I don't think so, Brian. I mean, think about what Murray did. After coming off an ACL injury, he leads them to the finals along with Jokic and the rest of his teammates, and he went off in every playoff series. Tough shots, clutch shots, timely shots. Incredible stuff by Jamal Murray.
Here's Brown. Pass to Jokic. Lets it go from deep. Gets the 3 to fall. Jokic has got 7 points in the game.
What's really cool about Jokic is that he's just as effective working off the ball. He's ready to shoot when he catches it.
Outside Curry. Going inside. And he gets it to go. 11 points in the game.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Outside Murray. Three-pointer. Second shot opportunity. Back to Gordon. Tries again. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Here's Green. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. And it's a tie ball game.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Some great. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, what do you think about the Nuggets here in this one?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Watson in at small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Clark, it's been great to see the Nuggets as a perennial powerhouse these past few years.
Well, you know, that's what happens when you get a guy like Nikola Jokic. I mean, he's a game changer, and what a joy to watch. Took a long time for them to finally get to the place where they could win that first title, but usually teams don't become champions overnight. It's a process. Now everybody's scared of them.
Here's Curry. It's tipped. Right side Watson. They kick it out to Murray. Brown passes to Murray. Shot clock at 5. Throws it up high. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Ball stolen. In transition, here they come. And Gordon with the big finish.
You give Gordon a chance to get out and run, give him room. I mean, this guy can cover ground in a hurry. You got to close out on him early, or he's going to make you pay for it.
And here's Green from the arc. Watson with a rebound. The Nuggets have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Here's Brown. He's covered by Curry. Brown's shot is good. And it's a 4-point Nugget lead.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
There's a screen. Pass to post. There's the triple. Rebounded by Denver. Watson's got 4 rebounds now. Clark, one topic that gets its share of attention, illegal screens.
And with good reason, because guys are bigger, stronger, a lot of pick and roll action. So you've got to be more diligent in cracking down on those screens that are illegal. The game is...
And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He doesn't.
At the line for Denver.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed, even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as you can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie.
Such a savvy passer. Jokic is patient and gets quality openings for his teammates.
Butler against Murray to win the cold spell. Down low. Butler drops it in.
Smooth reverse. He knew just what he was doing there.
Here's Brown. He's got 9. And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Graham.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title, but Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
It's intercepted. It's 2-on-1. Here's Watson. And again, Denver with a 3.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the 3 in transition.
Warriors trail by 10. Outside Curry. And it's Denver with a rebound. Deflects the pass. Brown passes to Jokic. Green against Gordon. Right side Watson, 6 to shoot. Gordon with a screen on Curry. Out to Gordon. Fires the 3. They get the rebound. Watson passes to Jokic. Back to Watson from downtown. Tries yet again. Pass to Gordon. Outside Watson. Jokic with it. Gets another look. They kick it out to Murray. And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, completely in the situation.
Hits the trifecta.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so it's Denver in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. How about the way they've attacked the... Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Well, Clark, you look at Denver's lineups. They have a lot of size on this team.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's kind of the polar opposite of small ball, B.A. I mean, with Jokic in the middle and a lot of length on the wings and in the backcourt, too, this is a growing trend in the league as I see it.
On the floor for the Warriors, Brandon Pajemski out there with Buddy Hield. Then it's Trace Jackson-Davis. Then there's Gary Payton second. And it's Kuminga in at the 4-man position.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
But, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Warriors trail by 13. Now Pajemski. Jackson-Davis a screen. Puts up a 3. Doesn't go that time. The Nuggets shooting the rock at 58%. Pass to Najee. Now here's Porter. Here's Strawler. And here's Porter. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Jackson-Davis grabs a miss.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. They set the pick. Here's Kuminga. Rebounded by Russell Westbrook. And it's Westbrook with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. This is the most they've led, 13 points. Shots good by Saric.
Now that's confidence. Saric says, in Dario I trust.
Right side, Pajemski. Outside, Kuminga. Uh-oh, oh, that was something else, man! Wow!
Showing some power. Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
Just 5 on the clock. It's Pajemski on the wing. Off the mark there with a 3.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
You know, to be a high-volume shooter like Buddy Hield, you have to have a lot of self-confidence, Clark.
Well, not just self-confidence, B.A. You better have the ability to knock down shots, and Buddy Hield has that in spades. He can get it done from any direction he needs to.
Oh, wow!
Watch out below.
Big finish.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Coach Steve Kerr set up Jonathan Kuminga. We were trying really for a long time to get him to attack, get the ball in the paint and dunk it because he's unstoppable there. You just don't know when something's going to click, but it has clicked, and it's beautiful to see.
He has certainly found his lane, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Kuminga. Back to Pajemski. On the wing, Payton. Launches a 3. Knocks it down from distance.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Here's Najee. Here's Strawther, guarded by Hield. Outside Porter. Oh, deflected. Najee passes to Šarić. Here's Strawther, guarded by Hield. And here's Šarić for 3. And he can't get that one. Warriors trail by 11. Here's Payton. And the deficit down inside single digits. Payton's got 5.
Right there. Hield creating for his teammate. Unselfish play that time.
Westbrook right side. Outside Porter. Pass to Šarić. Out to the right wing. Westbrook outside. And here's Porter outside. Pure from three-point range. And the Nuggets lead by 12.
A true sniper from long range. Porter Jr. with a nice stroke on that shot.
Down low. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Here's Pajemski. On the clock. Out to Hield. This one for 3. Porter pulls it in. The Nuggets lead by 12. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Strawther no good. Golden State has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Payton against Porter. Outside Payton. Here's the floater, and he lays it up and in. He's got 7.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Curry from deep three-point land. The shot comes out, and as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by Victor.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Watson in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Here's Murray. And he converts the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 17.
You know, when Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
And here's Butler outside. And it's Butler knocking down the three.
He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
Over to the wing. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Jokic showing you the benefits of that work in the weight room, muscling right through the defender.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Denver.
I mean, they've played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
You know, they've been knocking down triples, too. They've continued to make the most of their opportunities from behind the arc as well.
Murray against Curry. 5 to shoot. Pass to Butler. Over Murray. Butler can't get it to go.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense.
Now here's Watson. The three. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist.
So good to see Murray, not just as a scorer, but thriving as a passer, too.
Outside Curry. Now Green. And Jamal Murray picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Butler against Murray. Butler passes to Curry. Another three for Golden State.
This is how competitive Curry is. He's got a great competitive spirit. You drain a three on him, guess what? He's looking to come right back at you.
Pass to Jokic. To the wing, right side. Outside Murray. Just 5 to shoot. Gordon outside. The three is up. On target from range.
You know, when Gordon is hitting this all the time, the defense will have to play up on it. Consistency is the key.
Here's Curry. And out of bounds. Denver will have it.
Who's ball?
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Jokic the screen. Here's Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And here's Denver. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Brown. He's covered by Curry. Gordon, the pass to Brown. Gordon with a screen on Curry. Here's Brown. Drives to the hoop. That one goes in.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shot, that lead's gonna expand.
Gordon outside. Pass to Watson from behind the arc. The offensive rebound. Jokic. Oh, and the jam by Jokic.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Nuggets.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
Here's Jokic. Pass to Brown. Clock at 6. Here's Gordon on the take. Rebounded by Green.
Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy two, the for sure two. No need to make it fancy and special.
Post shot, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Brown. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Here's Curry. And it's Denver with a rebound.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Brown's shot is good.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
Shot is good by Curry.
Huge night for Curry in a great rhythm thus far. That's always bad news for the team he's facing.
Jokic with a screen on Curry. Pass to Jokic. Takes a three. That shot missing. Lets a three fly. Missed it. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight. And the crowd, Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Allie Laforce, Clark.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me and top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back and let me see. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat
starting group for Houston. Tari Eason is out there with Brooks. Then it's Alperen Şengün. Then it's Thompson, and it's Green in at the point guard position. And for the Nuggets, in at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. The 4 and the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic, and it's Watson in at small forward. And what a matchup we have here in the front court ring.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points on the ballgame. Pass to Eason. Back to Green. To the middle, down to 5 on the shot clock.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
Murray with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Houston. We're about 1 minute into the first. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Briefly spoke with David Adelman. I asked him how they plan on bottling up Jalen Green. Now, he said we have to try and stay in front of him and protect the rim. Jalen is an explosive athlete and an incredibly crafty finisher around the basket, so keeping him out of the paint won't be easy. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Now Murray, following the three-point attempt by Jokic.
And on the drive, Murray can seem unstoppable. His agility cuts the defense apart there.
And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this court.
Really left alone that time.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And it's Green with the jam.
So quick on the drive. When Green is slicing with confidence, he is hard to stop.
Thompson against Murray. A shake. Nice touch on the bench shot. Murray's got his second basket.
And inside Murray's attacking mentality pays off. He just works hard to find his own shot.
Outside, Green. There's the drive. Out to Brooks. On the wing, Brooks. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
As he gets more comfortable in unlocking his potential, we'll see Green get more comfortable in moving the ball.
Murray against Thompson.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Jokic.
2 minutes.
Back to Murray. Pass to Jokic to the paint. Denver needs to get off his shot. Over Thompson, and they'll turn it over. Did not get off his shot. 24-second violation. Rockets trail by 3. And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
And Denver has possession following Jalen Green's 3. Jokic, no good. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Houston. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
And the toughness of Brooks on display, not fearing contact when he's looking to score inside.
And talk about reputations, RJ. Few have one like Dylan Brooks.
I'll give it to this man. He is fearless. He doesn't care if it's Steph, LeBron, his mom, whoever. Dylan is trying to get in their heads. You want guys like that on your side.
Here's Green, following the basket by Jokic. Shots good by Green. Green's got 7 points.
Look, I don't care if Green is shooting from outside or in the paint close. This man finds a way.
Murray. Pass to Jokic. Jokic a screen. Here's Brown. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
The Nuggets shooting their first foul of the night.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Screen by Şengün. Green deciding where to go with it. And a miss there on the triple.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
And I feel like Jokic has 360-degree vision. I mean, no matter where the open man is, he's going to find him.
Outside, Green. Pass to Şengün. Şengün with the screen for Green. Off on the layup.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
And I also have to bring up their passing game.
Oh, wow! That is powerful. If that doesn't belong in the dunk contest, then I don't know what. That is an impressive finish there by Green.
Thompson against Murray. Pass to Jokic. Gordon with a screen on Green. Outside Gordon. There's the three. It's rebounded by Şengün. The Rockets trail. And the dunk by Eason.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
For three, Gordon connects from three-point range. Gordon's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside, Green. Pass to Eason. Back to Green. It's Şengün, top of the key. Outside, Green. And Green slams it in.
This is what Green loves to do, getting strong positioning inside and going to work.
Jokic sets the screen for Murray. Pass to Watson. Down low. Here's Brown. Guarded by Green. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said, it feels good knowing that my teammates believe in you to do that. Had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time. Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
Oh, David, you are an unselfish playmaker, and I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, DA, thanks. Gordon with the screen for Jokic. Back to Gordon. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Shoots the three. The offensive rebound. Jokic rising up.
Oh, you got to put a body on Jokic or he'll torch you on the offensive glass.
Outside, Green. Pass to Şengün. No good. That would have tied it. The Nuggets leading by 3. So RJ, the Rockets last year, they were exactly at 500. 41 up and 41 down.
Still, they missed the play-in by 5 games. In the East, they easily are in. That just tells you how difficult a rebuild in the Western Conference is. And Houston is up against it.
Murray down low, working on Thompson. Houston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Green. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And one of Green's best attributes is that he doesn't really see contact. He will either go over it or through it.
Here's Brown. That's tipped. Green up on top. He's covered by Murray. And it's Green with the jam.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that ball? And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Rockets making a change here. Whitmore's checked in.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Houston needs to get a shot off. Here's Şengün. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Jokic with it. Now defended by Whitmore. And Jokic throws it down.
Oh, Jokic with attitude there. Love it.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Whitmore with it. Brooks setting the pick for Whitmore. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Nuggets lead by 1. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Well, guys, what can you say? Jalen Green, an impressive effort here today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Michael Porter's out there with Dario Saric. Then there's Russell Westbrook. It's Najee in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
And there's the drive, the dunk, and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Porter. Houston shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And it's all said and done. Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
Out to Smith. From deep. Porter pulls it in. Nuggets trail. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That was pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's Strother, covered by Smith. Porter in the corner. Saric with the screen for Porter. Back to Saric. 4 on the shot clock. Pass to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
And not even 3 quarters out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Here's Najee. Denver passing it around. And here is Saric. Still without a basket. Corner shot. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Smith with a screen on Westbrook. Whitmore banked in off the glass. Now it's a 3-point Houston lead.
And when he gets downhill, Whitmore is a force.
Westbrook feeling it out a bit. It's stolen. And it's Houston on the break. It's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
Houston ball. And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Smith's shot is good.
Just such a smooth stroke there for Smith. Look, 10 years ago, maybe it was KD and Dirk, but we never saw a guy that height with a stroke like that.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their forward leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
And Whitmore throws it down.
Oh, man, when Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
Inside Westbrook. Outside Porter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
And the athleticism and size of Porter creates problems for the defense. Hard to guard without getting physical.
RJ, the Rockets don't just have young talent. They have elite young talent.
Yeah, you can have all the high draft picks in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to hit on the right guys. But Houston, they certainly have.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Here's Westbrook. Lays it up off the glass. Westbrook's got 4 this quarter.
The D must force Westbrook farther outside because he can absolutely hurt you from down there.
Smith sets the pick for Whitmore. Out to Smith. Now Whitmore. 9 points in the game so far. Just 5 to shoot. Smith finds Whitmore. From downtown. George grabs the board. They play the clock right. They can go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Pass to Strother. George outside. Misses the 3. Rockets leading by 4. Here's Landale. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. George outside. 3 seconds separate the shot clock in game. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Houston making some changes. And he's good on the second. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Green in the post. And Green slams it in.
Green has been locked in, really powering this offense.
Pass to Brown. From outside the arc. Doesn't go for it. No good that time. And so it's the Houston Rockets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And so in the game for the Rockets, we've got Green. Dylan Brooks out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Amen Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the center. Here's Green. There's the triple. And it's good. He's made 2 for every 1 he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
Whenever the opponent makes a 3, it feels like Jalen's got that mindset that he wants to answer.
Here's Brown. Shengun covering. Jokic, no good. Rockets leading by 7. Oh, here we go. Shengun's got the fast break chance. Screen by Shengun. Here's Green, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Such dynamic play from Green, drawing the contact and finding a way to beat it.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Houston.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
And Peyton Watson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
His first personal foul. Second team foul.
Brooks kicks to Thompson. Houston moving the ball around. Outside, Green. Just 5 on the clock. Brooks. And Brown pulls it down. The Nuggets trail by 8. And Watson has it in the corner. Gordon with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Pass to Brown. Hands it from downtown. Brown's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Nuggets.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Back to Green. There's Jokic on the drive.
And you got to be aware of where Jokic is on the break. Analyzes transition situations and takes advantage of it.
Here's Green, and he drives in, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his second personal foul.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
And he sinks the second.
He left some at the line, but at least he made it a 2-possession game.
It counts, and the foul. That's on Jalen Green.
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there, doing everything he can to rally his team. And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one, not with so much riding on it.
Green passes to Brooks. Back to Green. Sweet little floater. Jalen Green's got 28.
How about Jalen Green stepping up, showing poise in a big spot?
Jokic sets the screen for Murray. Kicks it out to Gordon. Pass to Jokic. Here's Murray, headed by Green. Gordon with a screen on Green. Inside. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Cam Whitmore, he's checked in for Green. Here's Whitmore. And Whitmore throws it down.
Oh, great to see the young fella step up. Whitmore showing veteran composure out there.
Brown, the pass to Jokic. To the paint. Jokic doing the job inside. Huge.
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Brooks setting the pick for Whitmore. Pass to Brooks. Right wing. Whitmore up top. He's covered by Murray. Shengun with the screen on Murray. And it's Whitmore missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. I wish I could say why.
It's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's Brown. He's covered by Thompson. Murray outside. Gets the front of the rim and out. They'll be try to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Brooks finds Whitmore. Driving inside. Money!
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Gordon with a screen on Thompson. Here's Brown. And the three off target. So Houston wins it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean,
one thing these teams... have in common. They are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
Here are the starters for Houston. Dylan Brooks is out there with Tari Eason. Then it's Jalen Green. Then there's Alperon Şengün. And it's Thompson in at the 2 spot.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Thompson's vertical is impressive. I love seeing this young guard rise up and throw it down.
Curry against Thompson. Outside Moody. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Houston. They double him with Moody. Green, the pass to Brooks. Now here's Şengün. Brooks outside. 6 on the shot clock. Curry with the block.
Hustle, anticipation, those are keys for Steph Curry on blocks like that.
Moody passes to Green. Back to Moody. Outside, Green. Curry against Green. Fires for 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Stephen Curry is still playing, but the debates have already started about where he ranks among the all-time greats, Brent.
Well, B.A., it's a matter of opinion, but if your opinion is that he shouldn't be up there, shame on you. At 6'2", this guy is pound for pound, maybe the best player that's ever suited up in this league.
That one goes. Count it.
Curry, not one of those guards who shrinks when he gets inside.
Thompson, a screen on Butler. Thompson outside. The 3 is up. Jimmy Butler with a rebound. Golden State has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. And it's Green off the drive.
I love it. What concentration. Green taking the contact well and converting with confidence.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We talked about how Alperon Şengün can act as a facilitator. Coach said he sees the floor like nobody else. He's got a great mind for the game. And if you let him find his guy out of the high post, he will punish you. No doubt about it, they're aware. He is the engine of this offense.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Here's Curry. Can't cash it in from close range. Houston leading by 6. Thompson with a screen. For 3. Offensive rebound.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Oh, misses the dunk.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Now here's Green. The 3 ball. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, Draymond Green must be feeling good because no hesitation in that one there, letting it rip.
Butler against Green. Puts up a deep 3. Hauled in by Curry. Warriors trail by 3. Inside, it's tipped. 1:10 left to play in the first. Butler, a screen on Thompson. Drive by Curry. Ooh, Thompson with the block.
Decent reach and solid instincts, allowing Thompson to get a hand on it.
Here's Green, and it's hammered home by Green.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Golden State has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Butler surveying the floor. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
That is a tough 2 right there from Butler. Really his calling card. Rugged play and 100% effort.
Şengün, a screen on Butler. Green with the ball. Green picks him up. Three-pointer. The Warriors pull it in. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And here's Curry for 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got 5 rebounds tonight. Thompson goes in. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Tough to slow Thompson down when he's got a lane to the rim like that.
Here's Curry. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And there's the lob. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. And so it's Houston closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We'll be right back with you shortly. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Rockets.
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They're just feasting on fast break chances.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Tari Eason is out there with Alperen Şengün. Then it's Dylan Brooks. Then it's Green. And it's Thompson in at the shooting guard. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to review the game plan. One thing this Golden State team does very well is control the offensive glass, Brent.
Well, there's been a lot of talk analytically, BA, about how advantageous it is to come in and swoop through to grab offensive rebounds. Golden State has bought into that philosophy. They also have guys who take a lot of long shots, so that's long rebounds with a better chance of gaining an extra possession. So some smart analytical play here from Golden State in the past couple seasons.
And that's just an all-around talent there. I mean, Green is dependable at finding his open teammates.
Curry against Thompson. Outside Moody. Moses Moody up strong for the jam.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
You love the confidence Green has. He wastes no time going up with the shot.
Curry takes it in. Nice move. Connecting there, but only 2 for 10 from the field.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Green against Butler. Green, the pass to Eason. It's rebounded by Golden State. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's Green. Green gets up and powers it down.
For all the things that Draymond does, when he gets dunks, it makes him even more excitable.
Here's Brooks. And he makes good on his first shot of the game. Brooks has gotten his first basket of the night. Outside Butler. Brett, how much importance do you put on coaching at the pro level?
Well, BA, it's huge, and I think the best coaches in the league are the best relationship builders. I mean, it's not about the tactics. Everybody's running the same plays and trying to take advantage of the same things. It really comes down to the connectivity between the coach and understanding each and every player you have on your team.
Here's Green, and rejected. And he gets it back. Back to Curry. Second chance effort to the right side. Here's Post. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Şengün. All right, let's get a report from Ali.
Well, similarities in the games of Alperen Şengün and Nikola Jokic. A couple years back, Jokic suggested that Houston run their offense more through him, and they have. Jokic said that's going to benefit the whole organization. He wants to pass and play for the team. They'll move when the ball is in his hands. Brian?
Well, Jokic would know. Thank you.
That is what I'm talking about. Wow. They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing. He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Şengün, a screen on Butler. Green for three. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Green's got 11 points in the quarter.
Oh my, I mean, Green is ready for a duel at the arc. I mean, he's always an eager three-point shooter.
Brent, you could hit the three back in your day, and no doubt, Stephen Curry is the best three-point shooter in league history. What makes him so good from deep?
To me, BA, it comes down to the way that Steph goes about his habits in practice. If you ever watch footage of him in pregame warm-ups or in the offseason, there is so much variability in what he does in terms of preparing his feet and hands to shoot the basketball. There's no one that practices the way that Steph does, and there's no one that produces the way that he does either.
And the Warriors pushing it up now. Here's Moody, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Just a great setup there. You can see how Jimmy Butler enjoys making plays.
And Şengün gets it to go.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Thompson, a screen on Butler. Out to Thompson, fires the three, and that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got 5 assists in the game.
And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown.
Outside Moody. Here's the three. Sends it home from three-point land. Moody's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point.
Ali, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot drop. They're measuring up the shot.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Nice game. Great performance by Jalen Green.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, if we were grading playmaking today, it's an A+ from him.
Buddy Hield is out there with Brandon Majemski. Then it's Kuminga, then there's Gary Payton II, and it's Jackson Davis in at the 5. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. So hits one and misses one at the line. Houston leading by 17. From outside the arc, he drops it from range. Payton's got 4 points this quarter.
2 teammates connecting right there, slick feed.
Smith outside. Pass to Whitmore. Back to Smith. This one for 3. Jackson Davis grabs the miss. Well, the Warriors shooting just 42% so far in the game. Majemski into the lane. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Majemski's got his first 2 points of the night.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And that one's good. Whitmore.
Hey, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
Now here's Pajemski. Defense is right there.
Rockets foul. Jock Landale. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Payton against Smith. And they recover it. Pass to Kuminga. 4-3. The Rockets pull it in. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Here's Whitmore. And they pick up 2. Whitmore's got 5 now.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
Jackson Davis a screen. Here's Pajemski to the inside. And that one's good.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Pick by Smith. Here's Whitmore outside. The rebound by Payton. Warriors trail by 15. Outside heel. Outside Payton. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Landale. Houston has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. What a rookie year for Brandon Pajemski. A seamless transition into the league.
You talk about a guy who could come in and contribute right away. I remember the stretch last year. He had 3 straight games with double-doubles without a turnover. Now that's some heady play for a rookie. Pajemski, he's got a great calmness and a great demeanor about him, but always willing to make the next play.
Pass to Pajemski. Clock at 4. There's the 3. That shot off.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Landale, covered by Jackson Davis. Here's Whitmore outside. He buries it from 3. Whitmore's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Slow defensive rotation, causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
Outside Kuminga. Pass to Jackson Davis. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw no good.
The line for the Dubs. Trace Jackson Davis.
No good on the second free throw. Houston leading by 18. Here's Whitmore. Pass to Landale. To the paint. Here's Shepard. Lays it up and banks it in. Shepard's got his first 2 points.
And not only can he burn you from deep, Shepard is also skilled inside. Just great work there.
Here's Pajemski. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. Back to Smith. And again, it's Houston.
I doubt that's what they were looking for, but it works out.
Here's Pajemski. Sinks the tray. Pajemski's got 5 points.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Wide open look. They get it back. Outside Whitmore. Launches it. From downtown. And the three-pointer goes. He's got 11.
Kick to the outside, heads-up play, cognizant of the entire floor.
Outside Payton. From deep. Counted from distance.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And so it's the Houston Rockets leading by 7. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Warriors trail by 17. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Alperon Şengün out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Amen Thompson. Then it's Green. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. And here's Curry for three. No luck on that one. And it's Green with the ball for the Rockets. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Moses Moody. That's his first foul. And Houston has possession. Three-pointer, Brooks. He can't get that one to fall.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Post. Shoots over Şengün. Thompson pulls it in. Lets it go from deep. Can't get it to go. He's 7 for 12.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Here's Green. Misses from short range.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And here's Thompson for three. And he drives in. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
That first step is so dangerous with Amin. I mean, he was just gone.
And here's Curry for three. He drops it from range.
That's a shot he's going to bury, especially when left open.
Green with the ball. Now guarded by Moody. Back to Green. Outside Eason. Down to 5 on the shot clock. With the fadeaway. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. Green with a screen on Brooks. Curry drives in. Oh, Curry getting right to the rim.
That's a clever attack from Curry, just finding an angle. And he gets around the defender towards the basket.
Butler against Green. Out to Thompson. Back to Green. Oh,
yes, sir!
Wow! Ooh, an incredible double clutch dunk.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, he is a creative, explosive finisher at the rim. Green loves putting on a show.
Curry passes to Green. Eason with some nice D. The Rockets lead by 16. Now Green. We've got 1:48 left to play in the 4th quarter. Here's Brooks. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Curry passes to Butler. Takes the three. Curry, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely. And the distance between the point total.
Oh, flying high, throwing it down.
Oh, my.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. Pass to Post. There's 1:12 left in the 4th quarter. Curry drives in. Here's Post from about 16. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Post has gotten his first points in this one.
That's how you run the pick and roll. You have to respect Steph shooting the ball, and then he just slices the D up with the pass.
Green, the pass to Şengün. Eason, a screen on Green. Outside Eason. Over Moody. No good from 18. 40 seconds left in the 4th. Here's Post. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Şengün. Outside, Green. Pass to Brooks. And here's Thompson for three. Rebounded by Butler. And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the beer. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking for answers. Clippers opening line. The 4 and the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. And it's Watson in at the 3. And for the Warriors, Jimmy Butler is out there with Draymond Green. Then it's Curry. Then there's Moody. And it's Post in at center. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
We see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Brown's shot is off. Butler against Murray. Butler goes in. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And this kind of shot defines who Butler is. Just a bulldog who embraces finishing against the tight cover.
Here's Brown. And the layup's good off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And looking back, Coach, how great was it to see the Nuggets win their first title back in 2023?
One of the great NBA stories, Kevin. It was huge. It was a moment years in the making. That championship meant so much to the city of Denver and its fans.
Now, here's Jokic. Gordon with no one around. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
The ability to hit mid-range shots makes Gordon that much more dangerous. Talk about versatility.
Curry with it. He's covered by Watson. Curry deciding where to go with it. And the basket is good. Curry's got 6.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Jokic with the screen on Curry. Brown the pass to Jokic. They grab their own miss to the inside. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Jokic a screen. 5 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. Watson kicks to Gordon. It's stolen by Green. Jokic against Butler. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pass to Curry. Lets the 3 fly. Good, and Butler gets the assist. He's got 9.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And here are the Nuggets now. After Jimmy Butler missed from long range.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. The amazing Nikola Jokic. Stan, how fun is this guy for us to watch every time we do a game?
Yeah, he's such an interesting guy, Kevin. He's got so many skills, and he's led the league in touches, but he's near the bottom in how long the ball sticks in his hand, constantly making quick decisions and passes. This guy is really like watching the best we've ever seen.
I would agree. And what a quality to know where to go with the ball when the pressure arrives. Here's Green after the Nuggets pick up 2. Jokic with the steal. Watson surveying the D.
Warriors foul. Post. First personal foul. First team foul.
Jokic sets the screen for Murray. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And you can't fall asleep against Murray, especially when he's got great interior positioning. The D has got to be better.
And you know, Coach, guys who are really productive, like Jamal Murray, often have turnover issues. But you know what? He really doesn't struggle with that.
No, he doesn't, and that's one of the great things about him, Kevin. He can be that aggressive but stay under control and take care of the ball. Always poised, nothing seems to bother him.
That's an added quality that you don't see with a lot of guys who shoot and score as much as he does. Here's Brown. Following the basket by Stephen Curry. A nice shot by Brown.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now here's Curry. He's covered by Watson. Curry kicks to Butler. It's hauled in by Watson.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Nuggets.
Well, you know, the analytics guys would tell you a team shouldn't be taking this many mid-range shots, but clearly they're shooting them with confidence.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
So on the floor for Denver, in at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. The 4 and the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Watson in at the small forward.
On the offensive end, Curry, both prolific and efficient.
Here's Brown. He's got 11. Ball's knocked loose. Now Butler. Pass to Green. Shakes him. And Green slams it in.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
And he goes in for the dunk.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. And slam dunk by Butler.
Using his strength and athleticism, plays like this from Butler just motivates his team.
Jokic a screen. Here he goes. Shrugs off the contact and dunks it. He'll go to the free throw line.
And they gotta bring the double team.
21st pick in the 2022 draft, Christian Brown, who won a title with Denver during his rookie year. And their coach, Michael Malone, used him in certain situations, and he flourished.
Well, you know, Kevin, he won a college championship the year before. This guy's played in a lot of high-pressure games, and that is what has given Michael Malone the confidence to go with him. He was ready for those moments.
Ready indeed. Brown, the pass to Jokic. Just 5 to shoot. There's the pick. The tray. The Warriors pull it in. Pass to post. Fires from deep. And the Warriors get it back. Green kicks to Butler. Outside Curry. It's up a 3. Curry! What else is new?
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Here's Brown. Guarded by Green. And the basket by Gordon.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Golden State moving the ball around. Pass to Curry. Outside Butler. Look at the attack of Butler in the lane.
Not many guys with Butler's build have his skill set inside.
They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Curry. Releases. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Denver in the lead. Here's Brown. And again, Denver with the triple.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
Now here's Curry. He's covered by Watson. There's a good screen. Pass to post. Now here's Moody. G right on him. Here's post. Clock is at 3 for 3. That's Jokic with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
A nice shot by Brown.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Here's Curry. Pass to Moody. 32 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Butler. It's rebounded by Jamal Murray. Denver leading by 8. Here's Brown. He's got 22. And here's the break. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 7 seconds left in the first half. Outside Gordon. Murray left side. Watson for 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that does it for the first half of play. Nuggets lead by 6. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Brandon Pajemski. Peyton is out there with Kuminga. Then it's Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Hield in at the shooting guard. And Peyton throws it down hard.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Westbrook can't get it to go. Warriors trail by 4. Hield outside. Here's the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Hield's got his first 3 points of the game.
A volume three-point sniper. Hield realizes his role is to help space the floor with his shooting.
Golden State's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Outside, Kuminga for the lead. It's good. And the Warriors lead by 1.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Offensive rebound. And Saric kicks to Westbrook. The 3. No good there.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, my potential may look different now, but as long as I can truly say with what I had, I gave it my all, That's all that success should be defined by. Kevin grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's put in.
Thanks, D.A. He is a worker and living the dream. Healed outside. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. 5 on the clock. Pajemski with it. Now guarded by Sharp. And Kuminga throws it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Porter against Kuminga. And the call will go against Jonathan Kuminga. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
1:49 left here in the third quarter. Westbrook passes to Najee. Another shot. Payton against Porter. 6 on the shot clock. And finished off by Porter.
He just jumps so fast. I mean, give Porter a chance to dunk, and he doesn't think twice about it.
Kuminga against Saric. Kuminga goes in. And Kuminga throws it down.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
1:03 left to play here in the third. Outside Westbrook. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on a 13-5 run here.
And not just a score. Hield is solid at reading when his guys are open for a look.
Pass to Najee. Back to Westbrook. And that one is good. Westbrook's got his first points of the game.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Hield with his screen on Westbrook. Hield outside. Outside Kuminga. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. Kuminga's got 10 points in the quarter. Outside Westbrook. Fires the three. Drills it from outside.
Westbrook is so much more difficult to defend when that three ball is going down.
Payton with a screen on Westbrook. Here's Pajemski. Here's Payton. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. And the Warriors lead by 3.
Yeah, that's a nice hustle play, but boy, it drives the coach crazy to concede second chance points.
And as we conclude the third quarter, and it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great pass.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Denver. Before in the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. Into the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
At the line for the Warriors,
the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And so he hits both.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Jokic with his screen on Curry. Brown, and he can't jam it through. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State, leading by 5. They kick it out to Green. Now, here's Moody. He's covered by Murray. Moody with it for Murray. Moody's shot is off. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Into the lane. Pass to Jokic. The 3. And Jokic is good on the 3.
And he is brimming with confidence. Jokic just doesn't question his decision.
Moody with it. Knocked away. Got it. Good job in the low post.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Murray sets a screen for Jokic. Jokic rumbling to the bucket.
Incoming, it's Joker time as Jokic shaking the arena with that slam.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. It's stolen by Watson. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Gordon with a screen on Curry to take the lead. Another 3 for Denver. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Denver.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
Jokic with the screen on Curry. Driving to the basket. A nice shot by Brown. Brown's got 27 points. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Curry.
And with a limitless jump shot, the elusive ball handling skills, Curry can get a bucket pretty much whenever he wants.
And Jokic wide open. He shoots. A 3 off the mark. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. There's a screen. Moody the pass to Butler. Bucket is good.
And Butler, no stranger to these pressure situations. A big-time gamer who knows how to take over on key possessions.
Brown powered down with both hands.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of it.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen. That was a good look for the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
1:16 left in the fourth quarter. Back to Jokic. Inside is Jokic territory.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
Green with a screen for Curry. They kick it out to Green. And here is Curry.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Here's Brown. Jokic passes to Gordon. Back to Jokic. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. The coach's challenge has been issued. A team like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
Tell what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. You're double-checking, and the game continues on.
That's just clutch work, really. That's all you can say. A little bit of D now, and they'll be out of here with the win.
Now here's Curry. He's covered by Watson. Right side Curry. Good! A huge shot to tie it up.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's Jokic. Missed! And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Here's Moody. It falls! And yes, the officials want to review the shot. They initially thought he didn't get it off in time, but it was awfully tough to tell. What a moment this is, huh? Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. Now Murray. We've got Green. Moses Moody is out there with Curry. And there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Post in at the center position.
And always on the attack. Green's relentlessness helps generate turnovers.
Here's Brown. Guarded by Curry. Yes! And the foul.
Defensive foul.
They get Stephen Curry. Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA. And you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had EuroCup was a big part of what we did in Orlando, was the most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world.
Outside Butler. Pass to Post.
2 minutes remaining in overtime.
Some nice passing by Golden State. Shot clock at 5. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And here's Green outside. And Brown pulls it down. Denver in the lead. Jokic with the screen on Curry. Now, here's Jokic. On the drive, Jokic. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And this is what size and skill will do for you. Jokic refused to let the contact stop him.
Outside for Curry. Fires the 3. That's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Murray right side. Curry with the steal. Here's Post. Right side, Butler. Curry passes to Butler. Clock at 4. Takes the 3. Good! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
This is why Butler is so dangerous. He's not afraid to take any shot if he likes the angle.
Here's Brown. Money!
Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the money. Pass to Moody. Outside for Curry. From the arc. And it's It's Denver with the rebound. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Brown. Jokic with it. Brown the pass to Jokic. Yes!
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Here's Moody. And a miss there on the triple. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. They escape with a victory. David, thank you as always.
Thank you.
And that'll do it, folks. So now for Greg Anthony